Hey folks, it's Kerry with 401k Dexters here. I bought my wife a iPad for Christmas. There's a few of the little video games, puzzle games that she likes to play, and she has done so on her iPhone, but I thought it would be nice if she had a larger screen, so went out and bought her one of the lower end iPads. But I also got to download a little Dungeons and Dragons game. I remember my stepbrother introducing me to Dungeons and Dragons when I was in junior high, and he was always a dungeon master, and it seemed instead of him taking us on an adventure, his goal was to kill off my characters as soon as possible. But I learned the game back then, had fun with it. I remember in high school seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger in Conan the Barbarian, and that was a really cool movie for me. Really liked that genre of the warriors or sorcerers fighting the evil spirits and or creatures, but hadn't played a video game in forever. So I'm really enjoying this little game. It's eating up spare time on a cold day. Today is Sunday. The Cowboys are getting beat by the Packers. I'm sure Steve over at Steve's Retirement Corner is loving it. But I've got to run over and pick up the dogs at the kennel for our daughter and son-in-law. So I thought I would put together this quick video of how my retirement savings has been much like a Dungeons and Dragon character. So when you start off as a low-level character in Dungeons and Dragons, you have minimal equipment, minimal weaponry, minimal armor, and you're basically out fighting rats and spiders and real small creatures. When you start your retirement savings plan, you really have no weapons of knowledge. You may start at a position that offers a 401k. They automatically enroll you, start with 3%, and then you just leave it alone. But not until you advance through levels of maturity, much like a Dungeons and Dragon character, as you go off and you explore areas and kill beasts and discover treasure and explore caverns, do you uncover whelps of knowledge like you do in your investment career. So the more you study about what stocks, bonds, T-bills, real estate, those type of various investments and how they can benefit you, do you start to understand how to accumulate wealth. Then as you grow older and become more mature, as a character in Dungeons and Dragons, you explore more dungeons and you fight larger creatures, and you are also rewarded with larger bounty, treasures, gold, magical weapons. If you're lucky in your investments, you'll also run into opportunities to make money through compounding interest after saving for years and years. I've told previously on another video where I worked for a company that was private, and for years and years and years they would give all the employees Christmas bonuses of company stock, and it would come in 50 or 75 or $100 increments, and we would all sit around at the Christmas party and kind of laugh and pat each other on the back for our $50 Christmas bonus or $75 Christmas bonus. Well, years and years and years of that went by, and when the company was sold, there were a couple of millionaires made in the office, and I was lucky enough to receive a $100,000 check in the mail. At first I thought it was kind of a joke, but after I researched it, sure enough, all those years of small company stock awards ended up being valued at $100,000. So I immediately rolled that over into an IRA, and within 7 years that doubled to 2, and within another 7 years that became $400,000. So that treasure to me was a large portion of helping me to gain compound interest in our retirement accounts. And as you mature in your retirement savings, you become more knowledgeable about different investment strategies, when you should take on more risk, when you should offload risk. And as you approach retirement, much like a character that has reached a level where it's not a lot of fun anymore playing the game and not having challenges, you approach retirement with a bounty and a nest egg that can serve you throughout retirement. So to me, playing this little game on this iPad is kind of reminiscent of my childhood days playing Dungeons and Dragons. And it got me thinking how retirement savings is much like a character that you play in Dungeons and Dragons. Let me know what you guys think of this analogy, and if any of you are D&D players of old, chime in with some of your favorite characters and adventures. You guys have a good one. Stay warm. 401k Dexters. Out.